Real quick before we transition to potentially a different part of the gym, if we're doing a deficit deadlift, we could perform it the same as the ATG trap bar. But ultimately, you'd probably be doing this, it would be programmed as a barbell movement. So I'm just gonna do it with dumbbells, but you'd be on a platform. That way at the bottom with our deadlift, again, if it's just a deficit deadlift, it will be a little bit more posterior chain, less quads, but the idea is still getting nice and deep, way lower. So if we had that barbell, it would probably come about ankle height, maybe even a little higher. But the idea is that we're there pulling from a super low position with that deficit. Again, we're not at the deficit, the bar is at the deficit, so it's lower than it normally would be, deficit. Again, if we're there, you have pretty good ankle mobility, hip mobility, all those things. For me right now, early morning, you could probably see some restrictions I had with the hips. Hips are a little tight. Again, if we're there, wonderful. If you're a little bit tight, take your time. Like one option would be to load the bar a little heavy, but we're not going to be pulling on that heavy weight. So if we're programmed, say, for 95 pounds, maybe we load up a standard bar would be a 25 on each side to make 95. Maybe we add an extra 25 on each side. Maybe we add, maybe we don't put any 25s on and just throw a 45 on to make 135. But what we would do there is we'd get real low into that position. Again, my heels are elevating because I'm still a little tight, but the goal would be if I had something to pull me down, I could just demonstrate here. If I'm being pulled down into that deadlift position, I can stand here, kind of move around, get those hips nice and loosened up. Okay, work on that ankle mobility a bit. Usually if we're doing something like that, I probably would have had an ATG split squat programmed, which is going to target in those hips and those ankles a little bit more to prime us and prep us for that ATG deadlift or this here deficit deadlift.